Namaste children. So till now we completed trigonometry, that is introduction to trigonometry about specific angles. So we learned specific angles and we completed exercise 8.2. So now before I start exercise 8.3, exercise 8.3 is about trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So before I start the exercise, you should know what is meaning of complement and what are trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So as you know, the word complement is nothing but when we add any two angles, when the sum of any two angles is 90 degree, then we call them, those two angles are called as complementary angles. For example, if I take 30, think that one angle is 30 degree and the other angle is 60 degree. So then we tell 30 plus 60 is 90. Then we tell that these two angles are complementary. So like that you can 0 plus 90, 90, 10 plus 80, 90. So like this, the pair of angles are said to be complementary when the sum of those pair is what? 90. So then we say that the two angles are complementary angles. So now you understood the meaning of the word complementary. So complementary angles means a pair of angles are said to be complementary if the sum of those two angles is 90 degree. Now let us start. Already you know the trigonometric ratios of all the 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to an acute angle. Now let us take one triangle. Triangle ABC be right angled at B. So I have drawn a right angled triangle where angle B equals to 90 degree. Now here I have divided into two parts. So one I am taking an acute angle and what is complement to angle A, that I am taking. Here you can see, let angle A be the acute angle. So here you know angle A and angle C are acute angles. Angle B is 90. Now let A be an acute angle. If A is an acute angle, what is opposite to angle A? That is BC. So BC becomes opposite and AC as usual every time it is hypotenuse and AB is the adjacent. Next, let us consider now angle C as acute angle. Okay, here I have considered angle A as acute angle. Now I consider angle C as acute angle. So if angle C is acute angle, what is opposite? AB becomes the opposite, BC becomes adjacent and AC becomes hypotenuse. But what is angle C? As you know that in a right angle triangle, here angle B is 90 degree. If one angle is 90 degree, the sum of remaining two angles will be 90. Why? Because sum of angles, that is interior angles in a triangle is 180 degree. Therefore, if one angle is 90 degree, then sum of the other two angles is always 90 degree. Now already I have taken here angle A. Now I want angle C. Angle C can be written as 90 minus angle A. So instead of taking angle C, now we use, instead of C, we use 90 minus A. Now let us write 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A and again 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle C, that is 90 minus A, and compare those ratios, we get some conclusions. Now let us write the 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A and another 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle C, that is 90 minus A. So as you know that these are sine, cos, tan, cosec, secant, cot are 6 trigonometric ratios and I am taking here angle A as acute angle. So BC is opposite, AB is adjacent and AC is hypotenuse. Now let us write. As you know that sine A is opposite by hypotenuse, that becomes BC by AC. And what is cos A? Cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. Next tan. Tan A is opposite by adjacent. So we got BC by AB. Next comes cosec. As you know, cosec is a reciprocal of sine. So BC by AC becomes AC by BC. Sec A is a reciprocal of cos A. So here you have cos AB by AC. So reverse it, we get AC by AB. And then cot is a reciprocal of tan. So you have tan BC by AB. So what is its reciprocal? AB by BC. So I wrote now 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A. Now let us write again 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle C. Now angle C is acute angle. If angle C is acute angle, AB is the opposite, BC is adjacent and AC is the hypotenuse. So be careful, whichever acute angle you are taking, the side opposite to that acute angle becomes opposite, and the longest side, as you know, it is hypotenuse, and the other side becomes adjacent. Now instead of writing angle C, here we have wrote angle A. Instead of writing C, we will write 90 minus A. I showed you before how you got 90 minus A, because angle A plus angle C is 90. So angle C becomes 90 minus A. So why? Because we want to correlate with this ratios and with this ratios, and we'll get some conclusions at last. So what is the relationship between an angle and its complement? Now you can see here sine 90 minus A. Sine A, you know that sine A is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. So you, for angle C, what is opposite? AB. Hypotenuse is AC. So sine 90 minus A equal to AB by AC. Next, cos. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC. Next, tan. Tan is nothing but opposite by adjacent, that is AB by BC. So first three if you write, the next three you know the reciprocals. So cosec is a reciprocal of sine. Sine is AB by AC. Cosec becomes AC by AB. Sec is a reciprocal of cos. So you have cos BC by AC and its reciprocal is AC by BC. Next, cot. Cot is a reciprocal of tan. You have tan AB by BC. Its reciprocal becomes BC by AB. So what I have to do now? So here I have written 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle A, and here also I have written 6 trigonometric ratios with respect to angle C, that is 90 minus A. So if you observe these two, compare these two, so we can come for conclusions. See once, here I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have to just look at this side with where one matching with what. So one is what? BC by AC. Once you see where is BC by AC, you can see here. Okay. Sine A is BC by AC here, and here cos 90 minus A is BC by AC. Means, can I tell that these two are equal? Means we got one conclusion, that sine A equal to cos 90 minus A. So these are called trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So what is the relationship? Sin A equal to cos 90 minus A. How can you tell this? You can see here BC by AC, BC by AC. I got same. So I can equate these two. Sin A equal to cos 90 minus A. Similarly, next you see cos A equal to AB by AC. So where is AB by AC? You can see here this side AB by AC. Now can I correlate with this? So these two are equal. So how will you get the conclusion? Cos A can be written as sin 90 minus A. So with these two, we got two conclusions, that is sin A is cos 90 minus A and cos A is sin 90 minus A. So with this, what you understood? Sin and cos are complementary to each other. Like, listen children, in the reciprocal concept, I told there only that you should be thorough with the reciprocal, then only you won't get any confusion with complement. So what is the reciprocal of sine there? Sine is a reciprocal of cosec. Cosec is a reciprocal of sine. But whereas in complementary, sine is a complement to cos and cos is complement to sine. Therefore, we get one relation, that sine A equal to cos 90 minus A, cos A equal to sin 90 minus. This is first relation we got. Now let us go for the second. If you observe this, see cosec A, AC by BC. So here you can see AC by BC. So can I link with this? Okay, you can see AC by BC, AC by BC is same. So what you will do, what you equate? I can write from this cos A equal to sec 90 minus A. Similarly, here you have AC by AB. Here also you have AC by AB. So I can correlate this. So what you will get a conclusion? Sec A equal to cosec 90 minus A. So with these two, I got one conclusion, that is cosec and sec are complementary to each other. Listen carefully. Sine and cos are complement to each other, because sin A equal to cos 90 minus A, cos A equal to sin 90 minus A. This is the first conclusion where we have relationship between sin and cos. And the second conclusion is cosec and sec are complementary each other. That is, cosec A can be written as sec 90 minus A. Sec A can be written as cosec 90 minus A. This is the second conclusion. Then what about third? Tan A, you can see BC by AB, and here you can see BC by AB. So tan A equals to cot 90 minus A. Similarly, cot A you can see AB by BC, and here you can see AB by BC. So what is the third conclusion? Tan A equals to cot 90 minus A. Cot A equals to tan 90 minus A. So one thing you can observe, in case of reciprocal or in case of complementary, tan and cot always together. There also tan is a reciprocal of cot, cot is a reciprocal of tan. Here also tan is a complement to cot and cot is a complement to tan. So this is common for both. And this two and these two, you have to remember, their sine and cosec are related and cos and sec are related. But here sine and cos are related, cosec and sec are related. So from this we will write now three conclusions, that is three complementary ratios we will write now from this comparisons. So from the above explanation, so we can conclude these three concepts, that is sin A equal to cos 90 minus A, cos A equal to sin 90 minus A. So these two are together, sin and cos are complementary to each other. Next coming to sec. Sec A equal to cosec 90 minus A and cosec A equal to sec 90 minus A. These two are complementary to each other. Next, tan A equals to cot 90 minus A, cot A equals to tan 90 minus A. So these two are complementary to each other. So to start exercise 8.3, so we need all these three things. So remember carefully, revise, don't get confusion this complementary concept with the reciprocal. So read it thorough with these concepts. Thank you, children.